Coupe-like SUVs, a controversial subject about a decade ago, we have seen them grow in popularity in the premium super luxury segment over the years. But now, Audi has decided to democratize the body style with this, the Audi Q3 Sportback. So hello and welcome back to TOI Auto, my friends, and let me quickly take you through what all is different in the Sportback when compared to the standard Audi Q3. Well, right off the bat, as you can see, the front design is much more aggressive than the standard SUV. You get this special design for the front bumper, and the front grille here is changed as well and does not feature the vertical slats that come in the standard car. Now, all of these changes are courtesy of the S-line badge packaging, which is reserved for the Audi Q3. Even the design for the alloy wheels is special for the Sportback and is exclusive to this one. And then there is the turbo blue paint scheme, which is also courtesy the S-line package, which you get with the Sportback. Then of course you have the really cool and sharp LED headlamp units here on the front with the crisp LED DRLs. Alright, so now we are at the main focus of the Audi Q3 Sportback, which is this sloping coupe-like roofline. Now I'm happy to report that unlike other more premium coupe SUVs, the coupe roofline of this SUV is looking really organic and comes together in a very balanced package. Now the Sportback being limited to the S-line package, you obviously get different bumpers on the rear here as well, with this aluminium-like finish and a diffuser area here as well. And apart from the bumper and the sloping roofline at the back, everything else remains the same, and the storage space in the Audi Q3 Sportback is the same as the standard SUV, which is 530 liters. Now obviously because of this sloping roofline, you get a bit less usable space, but technically it is the same amount of space as a standard SUV. And you have also got a space saver stepney here tucked away very neatly behind the vehicle. So that was the story of how the car is looking on the outside. Now let's hop inside the cabin of the Sportback and first take a look at what kind of space is on offer in the rear seats of this luxury SUV. Alright, so now we're at the main point of concern due to the coupe-like roofline, and that is what kind of space is on offer in the back seat of the Sportback. Currently both these front seats have been set according to my height, which is 5'11", and as you can see, I've got enough knee room here. Thigh support could be better, but the headroom here is just about enough for me, a guy who is 5'11". So anybody taller than me would certainly have some issue, but the roofline has been scooped out to give you that much extra space. Then you've got your handrest here in the middle, and the transmission tunnel is going through the middle here, so it is best to have 4 passengers at a time in the Sportback. Apart from that, as you can see, all of the upholstery is finished in this really nice walnut brown. Then you've got soft touch black materials on the door panels and silver finishes here as well. And then you also get 2 air vents here in the back. This car gets 2-zone climate control, so no settings for the 3rd zone, which is at the back here. However, what I would like to point out here is that if you are looking to go in for an SUV such as this, then you will probably be spending most of your time in the driver's seat. And if you do not have a lot of passengers with you on a day-to-day basis, then why not live your life with that little bit extra of style? And now we are in the driver's seat of the Audi Q3 Sportback. Now if you are familiar with the standard Q3, everything looks to be business as usual here, and these are the best parts for me of Audis, which are the really crisp digital instrument clusters up here at the front, then the layered design for the front dashboard here and the 10.1-inch screen in the center. Now, as I am feeling here right now, the car is surrounded with the soft touch materials on the top layer. Then you've got a patterned plastic plaque in the center, and then of course there is the silver finish here in the middle, and you have also got the Quattro badging here as well. Then there is the glove box, which has ample amount of space to keep your documents and other tidbits. And then let's focus on the center console here that we have. You've got two large cup holders in the middle. You've got your electronic parking brake switch in the middle here as well. Then you have your drive selector, and right up front you've got your wireless charger with two USB-C ports. Now in the Q3 you get dual zone climate control that also get physical buttons and 3 knobs to function through different settings. For the auto climate control you get your button in the left side, then you have the temperature controller on the right side, and there is the fan speed controller in the middle. You also get an additional 4th knob to toggle through the different multimedia and music that you are playing in the car when you are driving along. Then the engine start-stop button is also here in the center console. What has left me asking for more are these tactical style buttons for the drive select, traction control off, and engine automatic on off. While they get the job done, they do feel a little bit plasticky to operate. In terms of drive modes, this car gets a total of 6 different drive modes, which also includes an off-road mode. It also gets a very high-end 10-speaker audio system, and then there is this single glass pane sunroof. While the standard Q3 gets a panoramic sunroof, here due to the special kind of roof line, Audi has been able to manage only a single pane glass roof. It would have been better if Audi would have been able to manage to give a panoramic sunroof here as well, because that would have really helped the rear passengers in feeling a bit more airy and amping up the ambience overall. So now let's start driving the Q3 Sportback and see what kind of performance is on offer. Alright, so now we're driving the Audi Q3 Sportback. In fact, I have been driving this SUV since the morning, so I've also dealt with the morning rush here in town. And let's get the specs out of the way first. It gets the same 2-liter turbocharged TFSI petrol engine that produces around 190 horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque. Now, while driving the SUV, what you will notice that when you give the acceleration input, and if you are pressing the pedal down really instantly, then it takes a while for the car to get into action and start moving. But if you come to agreement with the car's response time, then you will have no problem in getting the kind of performance that you're looking for out of the vehicle. Apart from that, in typical Audi fashion, the drive is very well insulated. You hardly feel the bumps. The car is very planted and reassuring at high speeds. And even the all-4 disc brakes do a really commendable job in giving you a nice feedback. Then there is the Michelin tires that also give you an overall good grip. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to tell you that this is a really sporty vehicle to drive. It is a very good vehicle to drive around town. It holds well on high speeds, but then it is still an SUV. It sits 183 mm above the ground, and that comes with its own challenges, but which are very well managed by the Audi Q3 Sportback. Now it is a sunny day here in Delhi today, and one thing that I have just noticed is that this car does not offer front ventilated seats. Both front seats are powered and adjustable electronically, but they do not offer ventilation function, which would have been a very good add-on to the SUV of this class, and something that buyers even in lower segments are looking actively for these days. Then another thing that I would like to add here is that the rear parking camera in this SUV gets the job done, but it could have been better because, again, vehicles in lower segments are offering much better units these days. And I already told you that the car does not offer a panoramic sunroof. However, everything else is spot on, is very Audi. Coming back to how the car drives, again I would like to point out that once you put your foot down, it will take a second to understand what kind of performance you are expecting from it, and then it will suddenly lunge forward. Now this happens in at least 5 of the 6 driving modes that I have tested out here. In the dynamic mode, it gets more eager, but the lunging part still exists, and then you have to brake. Apart from that, in terms of comfort, I am cocooned in a very well insulated cabin. A very luxurious drive is there on offer, and the seats, the front seats, have a very good cushioning and hold you well while driving around town. In terms of driver assistance, of course you get ABS, EBD, electronic parking brake and so on, but there are no ADAS functions on offer such as blind spot monitoring, emergency braking and all that. And to be honest, in our Indian road conditions, you don't really also need them if you are a driving enthusiast. Now, as I told you, the 2-liter engine and the Quattro 4-wheel drive system picks up action very quickly when you are in tandem with the acceleration input that you are giving to the vehicle. Apart from that, in terms of handling, no, it's not a sports car obviously, but it does take on whatever you demand from it really well, even around corners and hard turns. Overall, with its 0 to 100 kmph time of just 7.2 seconds, it is my personal view that the Q3 Sportback is more like a hot hatch on stilts, and I am not complaining. So what we have learned today is that the Audi Q3 Sportback strikes the perfect balance for someone who is looking to buy a family SUV but also likes to live with a bit of flair. It is capable due to its Quattro, sporty to drive, and the coupe-like roofline comes together really well with the whole packaging of this SUV. So at a premium of rupees 1 lakh, with the Sportback, it is not going to be a matter of cost but a matter of choice. If you are somebody who drives themselves most of the times, has very few passengers sitting in the back seat, maybe you are a young nuclear family, then you can take a look at the Sportback definitely. If you are somebody who likes to spend time being chauffeured around, then you should probably take a look at the standard Audi Q3 SUV. With that, I'm going to wrap this video up and ask you to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Until next time, this is Amber Banerjee signing out.